Hello, I'm Dr. Lori Marbus, and I want to share a quick story with you. I always knew I wanted to be a doctor. The decision hit me like a lightning bolt when I was just 10 years old, sitting in a hospital waiting room. My little sister, just 4 years old, was always sick. Fevers, crying, no energy. And then she had surgery, and suddenly she transformed. She went from sickly to thriving, and I knew in that moment I wanted to help people feel that kind of transformation. But the path wasn't easy. I grew up in a home where money was tight, food was scarce, and no one in my family had even graduated college, let alone medical school. But still, I worked relentlessly, climbing over every obstacle, and let me tell you, there were a lot. I wanted to be the kind of doctor who made people feel seen, cared for, and truly healed. Now, when I finally became a physician, I thought I had reached my dream, right? I had followed the protocols to diagnose, prescribe, repeat, but something didn't feel right. Patients came into my office. They were absolutely desperate for solutions, and I gave them medications. Now, some improved temporarily, but many returned with more symptoms, more prescriptions, and more frustration. And deep down, I knew I wasn't truly helping them. I was simply managing their decline. The transformation I had dreamed of delivering felt out of reach. Then one day, everything changed. A single patient cracked open my entire understanding of health. She mentioned that meat and dairy upset her stomach, so I suggested she try removing them. And when she returned a month later, she was glowing. She felt better. Her digestion had improved. Her energy skyrocketed. And her teenage daughter, who had joined her in changing her diet, was able to stop two of her attention deficit disorder medications. I was absolutely stunned. Could something as simple as food have this much power? So I dove into the research and devoured the China study in 2 days. Suddenly, everything I thought I knew about health shifted. The idea that a whole plant-based foods, a whole food plant-based diet, could not only prevent but reverse chronic disease made so much sense. But within weeks, I went plant-based. So did my husband. So did my three teenagers. I started sharing this with my patients, and I saw transformations I had only dreamed of before. For example, I had a type 2 diabetic patient who was on 60 units of insulin, and she said, yes, I will do this whole food plant-based diet. And within 3 days, we ended up stopping 60 units of insulin. Gone, literally in 72 hours. I had found finally what I was searching for, the power to create true healing. At first I thought it was simply telling patients to eat plants that would solve everything, but I quickly realized healing wasn't actually that simple, right? So some patients struggled, feeling hungry and tired, and others couldn't stay consistent, right? They were slipping back into old habits. I realized that knowledge alone wasn't enough. People needed a system, a framework, a way to rewire their daily choices so that health became effortless. I had spent years as a doctor prescribing medications. Now I needed to be something more. I needed to teach people how to heal their habits. So through this journey, I realized something profound. Healing isn't just food, it's about habits. Healing isn't just one giant change, it's a series of micro shifts, small choices that build momentum, creating the macro habits that define our health and our lives. So I started looking deeper, not just at what my patients were eating, but why they made certain choices. I studied human behavior, habit formation, and the psychology of change. I saw the patterns clearly. Most people didn't fail because they lacked motivation. They failed because their habits weren't designed for success. And that is when everything clicked. I wasn't just a doctor anymore. I was an architect of health, guiding people to design the habits that would allow them to heal. And in that transformation, I found my true calling. So, what to expect on the Habit Healers podcast? Now, this podcast is for you if you've ever felt stuck, if you've ever struggled to stay consistent with healthy habits, or you've ever wondered why knowing what to do isn't enough. So each week we'll explore the science and art of habit healing, how small intentional changes can transform your metabolism, your mindset, and your overall health. We'll dive deep into stories of healing, real people who have reversed disease, lost weight, and transformed their lives through healing habits. the psychology of behavior change, why willpower doesn't work and what does, the power of identity shifts, how stepping into the role of a habit healer changes everything, expert interviews, doctors, neuroscientists, behavior psychologists, and health leaders sharing their best strategies for lasting transformation. And finally, simple, actionable steps so you can start implementing healing habits right away. I love frameworks, so you're going to be getting a lot of those. Because healing isn't just about quick fixes, it's about rewiring your habits so health becomes effortless. So now my mission is to help others unlock their healing through the power of habits. It's no longer about what to do, it's about how to make healing automatic, sustainable, and life-changing. And that's why I created the Habit Healer Manifesto. It's a declaration and a commitment to becoming one healing habit away from the life you deserve. You can download your copy of the Habit Healer Manifesto at the link below. But let me read it to you. The habit healer's mantra is you are one healing habit away. Here we go. I am a habit healer. I choose to heal, to grow, to transform. Healing begins with one small habit, one micro shift that leads to mastery. Each choice I make builds momentum, shaping the macro habits that define my life. I heal unhelpful habits not through willpower, but through awareness and intention. I create healing habits that nourish my body, my mind, and my spirit. It is not just about me. My healing ripples outward, and as I thrive, so do my relationships, my community, and the world around me. Healing is a journey, not a destination, and I am always one healing habit away. I am a habit healer. So if this resonates with you and you're ready to step into a new identity and create habits that heal, then subscribe to the Habit Healers podcast. So let's start building healing habits together because you are one healing habit away. And welcome to the Habit Healers podcast.